Hello, and thanks for watching today's video. So we ran out of money,
Yes, it's unfortunate.
but before we get started, please subscribe to our channel, give us a comment, let us know what your thoughts are, and give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So,
Really before we first retired even, but we went over all of our fixed expenses. What were they going to be? We set our food budget and checked all of that against the money that we had in our savings account and what little income we might have coming in, and to see if we could do it. And it seems possible.
right, and to be fair, we've retired early, so we're not getting Social Security income.
No,
So,
not yet.
we're living off what little interest we get. And also, I realize most people in their early retirement probably take a bit of capital to get them to that stage. And yeah, we set the budget. And we were very good in the beginning.
Yeah,
Because,
I think we were really good.
When you list out all your fixed expenses, you're talking like insurances, and you've got a whole list: electric bill, phone bills. I mean, we had it all figured out. And we were running our food budget. How were we doing that? Cash.
Yes, and it worked really well.
Shockingly well.
Like really well. It's amazing when you've got actual cash in your hand and you can see it going when you spend money,
Yeah.
how mindful you become about what you spend that money on.
So we would literally go to the ATM once a week and withdraw our cash for the next week's food budget. And we would keep, if we didn't spend the whole amount, which I don't think we really ever did just on food,
No.
we would keep the extra to pay for miscellaneous items like toilet paper at Costco, or something that you don't buy every month, but there's always something you buy every month. And so we would go out, go to a happy hour or something,
Yeah.
and treat ourselves with the extra cash that was accumulating. We wouldn't reduce next week's budget by the amount we had.
No.
We were keeping it because we were allocating that, and that was fine. And so we had our fixed expenses plus our food budget, and then we still had more buffer for other things that come up, because they
Something
always do.
Something always
Right.
comes up. That's just
Car
the way it
needs
is.
tires or whatever. I mean, your tooth goes bad. I mean, there's always something. So, and we were doing great. And that included also, we have a travel trailer, so we were going camping, and we were doing great. But then,
Yes. Then we thought, we've got this under control. We know what we're doing. We don't really need to take the cash out anymore. It's just easier to use the debit card.
and where we moved to does not have a branch of the bank that we use. So getting cash out was more difficult.
Yes.
We would have to take cash advances out when we bought things at the store. We should have just gone and opened up an account, but we didn't.
No.
We were too busy to do that. So with all of our retirement activities.
Too busy. Yes. Yeah. So we stopped doing that, and that was it's been a learning experience.
Catastrophe
Again.
happened. Yeah.
And so it did.
I mean, we started using the debit card, and it's like, oh yeah, charge this, charge that. I mean, no problem. And you lose track of what you're buying. And honestly, I don't even know what we bought, but we blew the budget. That's for sure. So,
Way beyond, way beyond.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, before the end of the month, we had run out of money,
yeah.
on our budget, which
Right.
is not a great feeling.
Which means if you're running out of your budget money by the end of the month, you're tapping into money you shouldn't be spending. And so, yeah.
Yes. And I think, it just kind of went on things like we decided, let's go have a drink somewhere. That cost $35 for two
Yeah.
cocktails
Yeah, we went for a walk. We walked past this lovely little bar with a patio, and we thought, oh, let's go sit outside and have a drink. Yeah. How much
We
was
each
it?
had
30.
one. We each had one drink, and
Yeah.
it came to $35.
Yeah, with tax and tip, $35. I mean, hello.
I mean, I know we're getting older, but it used to be $5. I don't know what happened anyway.
Yeah, pretty soon we're going to be the ones down on the beach you're seeing with the little mugs, and they won't be filled with water. They're going to be filled with margaritas that we bring from home.
Yes. So,
Anyway,
yes.
that was and we went out a couple of days ago, and we had pizza and one glass of wine each. But we ordered, they were personal sized pizzas, and we're sitting at the table and we're saying to each other, now, should we get our own or shall we share one? Well, we were hungry because we just got there, and the idea of having our own sounded really good, so we got our
It
own.
seemed like a great idea.
Yeah.
It was not a great
No,
idea.
halfway through the pizza, I think we both realized we could easily have shared this. But no, we bought two.
No, so then that's an extra $17 that we didn't really need to spend, and you know, so you
I think
can
that
you
came
can see
to
where this is going.
50 right there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, we had the brakes hit. We sat down with our notepad. We reassessed all of our fixed expenses. We went back through previous months to make sure we hadn't missed anything. We even added in some items that we were kind of ignoring, but they were there. Like our homeowner's fee is paid every 6 months. We were kind of pretending like it didn't exist, but you know, we divided it into 6 and we added that onto our budget. And we're still well below our original, you know,
Well,
allocated amount.
So where is it? I don't
Yeah.
know. We really just
And we're back to cash.
spent way too much.
Yeah.
So yes, back to cash. Cash is where it's at.
So we went grocery shopping. The cash, you know, we no problem. Bought
Yes.
whatever we need. And I'd say we buy good quality food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't buy bad food. We eat, you know, just
We try to
good
eat
quality
healthy,
food. Yeah. So, and we've got money left over for the week, which, I mean, the week's not over, but
Yeah. So we're taking out $150 a week for our food and miscellaneous items.
Yeah.
And for us, that seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
We don't really go over the budget on that.
No, we
So,
can easily eat well for that. So, yeah, which I don't think is a huge budget for food. I don't know
No.
what other people tell us. What do you spend on food per week?
Yeah. Now, having said that, I cannot get everything I need at one store.
No.
We will go to 2 or 3 even different stores to get what we want at a reasonable price.
And we do look at the ads to
Yes.
see who has things on sale. Like a couple of weeks ago, one of the stores had grass-fed steaks for $5 each, so we went and bought 2 of them. That's not usually that price. So yeah, we'll go definitely sale shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you probably know we bake our own bread, and I ran out of yeast. It was $7.50 at one store, it was $5.50 at another. So we went to the other store, obviously. So we're saving whenever we can.
Yes.
And anything else. So we have our fixed expenses. We know what they are. We don't need to write it down other than we just kind of make a note that we paid it each month. We have our food budget. We know what that is. It's $150 a week. That's easy. Anything else we spend, we now track. We have a list of what we've spent. For example, we went downtown yesterday and we had to pay for parking. That is not on our food budget. That is not on our fixed expenses, so we wrote it down. It was only $3, but however, we're keeping a track of everything else that we spend so that we can see where we are in the month. So we've found that we should have extra cash at the end of the month that goes beyond our food, goes beyond our fixed expenses, you know, just to pay for those unexpected little things that you pay for.
Yes, which will always come up. Car
Yeah.
repairs, dental visits,
Yep.
doctor visits. You know,
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
something will happen
Yeah.
or come up for sure.
So I think we've saved our budget. I think we're okay now.
Yes. We'll check back in a few months to make sure that we're still on track. But I think it should
The
work.
key here is put away that debit card and pay cash. I mean, you know, we did a video a long time ago about switching to cash, and we had a lot of comments from people who do it, and they all agree that paying cash, you spend less. You're more aware of what you're spending.
Yeah.
When you reach into your wallet and you see the amount of money slowly declining, you're less likely to buy things that are just a waste of time.
Yeah, then you'll really be asking yourself every time there's some sort of impulse buy, do I really need this? Is it worth chipping into the account for my food budget to have that
Right.
$6 box of cookies or whatever it is?
Yeah. And, like we said, we did build in extra cash beyond it. I mean, shoes wear out, clothes wear out. There's always something that you need to buy that goes beyond those basics, and we have accounted for that in our budget. So I think we're back on track now. This is our first year of early retirement, and it's been like a roller coaster on this. We started out strong, we got weak, and I think we're coming back on track.
I hope so. There's definitely been a learning curve for sure.
Yeah. So let us know what your thoughts are about this. If you're in early retirement or full retirement and you have a budget or you don't have a budget, just let us know what you think about it. And please subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate it. And give us a thumbs up if you like the video.
Yeah. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.